Well, there's a new documentary about Sheryl Crow on Showtime right now.
Riding this level of success can be suffocating.
What are you going to sacrifice as a woman to be allowed this?
Not everything in your life is going to be mapped out for you. There are going to be things that happen that you wouldn't have been able to dream about. If it makes you happy, there is.
It tells the story of her rise to fame in the late 80s to selling more than 50 million albums and winning 9 Grammys, how she competed with newcomers Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera when she had just turned 40, and how she dealt with depression and also her battle with breast cancer.
Director Amy Scott joins us live to talk more about the documentary. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
I'm always interested in how people get started and how they make it big. And she started as a music teacher in elementary school. What makes her decide one day, hey, maybe I have to give it my shot and go to LA? And how was that challenge coming from a small town?
She was from a very small town. Sheryl is a classically trained musician. We spent time with her parents that still live in this very small town in Missouri. She was always a songwriter. And I think she, at every step of the way, worked her way up. So when she was an elementary school teacher, on the weekends, she was singing in cover bands and then doing McDonald's jingles. And so I think one thing led to another, and that paved the way to go and try it big in LA.
Yeah, so how did that, a lot of people want to try it big in LA. A lot of people are singing jingles, and a lot of people don't get their own record deal. What was that leap? What put her to that next level?
Oh gosh, I think Sheryl just never stopped working. She was singing backup for Michael Jackson, for Don Henley. I mean, she was scrapping things, cobbling work together in Los Angeles, which is a really, really difficult place of broken dreams. But I think because she never gave up, it eventually worked for her.
Now, she's coming up at a time when alt rock is getting really big. Her first album, correct me if I'm wrong, was scrapped. Was that why? Because she was like from this pop genre and Nirvana's getting big?
I don't know if that's exactly the right timeline. I think it was a little bit earlier, that first record.
Okay.
And it was a really slickly produced record, she said. And it didn't feel authentic to the kind of, it was a studio produced record, and she wasn't down for that at the time. But she was, in terms of sort of trying to be filed into any genre, alt rock or grunge or any of that. I think she always sort of, she was unfileable in that way.
Mm-hmm. And like we said in the intro, I mean, she was coming up at a time when she was a lot older than the contemporaries in the, doing the MTV TRL series on Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. So her lane was just, I'm going to be myself and write my own songs, right?
Definitely. Then that's something you deal with sexism at every turn as a woman in the business. And at that stage, it was, these women were all talented artists as well, but there was such a heavy emphasis on sex appeal. And so Sheryl was always, songwriting was first, and producing her records. That was the priority.
Was that part of the depression? You kind of envisioned someone who is successful as not having to be depressed.
I think the depression, and she says as much, I think that's the life of an artist. And if you're a thoughtful, critical thinker that's writing songs about the world, you're going to brush up against depression. And then when you throw fame into the mix, it's heavy.
Is there anything that people would be surprised to learn about Sheryl that you learned through the course of this documentary?
I just wasn't aware the level of her musicality, and that she was always a songwriter from when she was a child and until present day. You think of these giant pop songs, but in fact, Sheryl's written so many incredible songs, and can play every instrument known to man. So I was not aware of that.
Does she feel looking back at her younger self, does she feel like she met the challenges of sexism, dealt with that well?
I think she definitely did. I think she overcame it. Not to say that it was easy, but I think she overcame it at every step. And that's why she's made this film today, is to show other women that you can be strong and you can climb these mountains.
Well, it's called Cheryl, and it's now streaming on Showtime, and you can check out amyelizabethscott.com for more information. And there's Sheryl Crow's handle as well. Thanks so much for joining us, Amy.
Thank you. My pleasure.